She's an influencer, TV host, graduated in business administration and civil engineering with an executive MBA in business management and entrepreneurship, in addition to several courses in the area of finance and investment. She is an investor in traditional market since 2009, and from 2018 she is a cryptocurrency investor. Well, thank you, Yara. You can start now.
Thank you very much, Rita, for inviting me. Hello, everyone.
Well, I will be presenting the other ones while they are sharing. After Yara, Kelly Lang will be speaking from Singapore. She is from Hong Kong, and she will be bringing Asia market. She is Vice President of Strategic Alliances and member of the board of directors the Animoca brands, Chief Strategic Officer of Madworld. Kelly is a digital marketing veteran with 20 years of operational and investment experience in the telecom and technology sector. She is a tech enthusiast and most recently co-founded a blockchain project called Madworld.io, a joint venture with Animoca Brands. After Kelly, Emna Chaudhry will be speaking directly from Dubai, and she is a financial economist and strategist for blockchain, metaverse, and Web3. She is a graduate level lecturer with teaching experience in London and Dubai. Emna is an advocate for diversity, equity, and inclusion, as well as founder and board member working with many influential global organizations, including United Nations. Emna is a global winner of the Women in Web3 award, has been listed on the Women in FinTech Power List as the Standout 45 and was recognized as one of the top 100 women of the future. After that, talking about Latin, Analia Servini is Vice President and Global Head of Communications at Bitsu, a position she has held since December 2021. Analia is responsible for internal and external communications strategy, as well as the company's reputation and brand positioning. Analia joined Bitsu to create the communication area in 2021, and since joining Bitsu, she has developed the communications team in countries and globally, as well as the brand positioning across the region. Before Bitsu, Analia was head of communications at IBM Latin America, in addition to leading communications for all technology areas at IBM, including artificial intelligence, cloud, and blockchain. Well, let's start, Yara, talking about the state of crypto in Brazil.
Thank you very much, Rita, for the invited. Hi, everyone. Good morning. My name is Yara Tamires. I'm from Brazil, of course. I am crypto influencer. It's a pleasure to be here at Blockchain Rio, representing Brazil. I'm very happy for this. Let's go. Today, I will talk about the current situation of crypto in Brazil. regulation, blockchain, and CBDC, central bank digital currency, called DREX in Brazil. Let's start. But first I have a question. Who is from Brazil? Oh, everybody. Who has crypto? Raise the hand, please. Oh, okay. So, Brazil has 10 million crypto investors. Crypto investors represent around 5% of population. This is incredible. The number of Brazilian investing in crypto exceeds stock market invested. Today, only 5.3 billion are registered on the Brazilian stock exchange, called B3, and the crypto occupied third place in the investment preference rank of Brazil. And this year, Brazil breaks record in the crypto movement in just 1 month. The volume the crypto transaction in April totaled almost 20 billion. But what explains the success of such a new and peculiar market? So, in my opinion, most people who bought crypto believe in high appreciation potential. The number of crypto investors is much higher than at B3, and people are often driving big greed and not by knowledge, unfortunately. What do you think?
I think great that Brazil is growing. People investing on crypto. I love crypto.
So, now talking about the usability. What the most Bitcoiner city in Brazil? I was there last month. Do you know Holland?
No, I never been there, but it's nice how they are adopting crypto and for all over the city and the services, including hospitals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there last month. Holland in the Brazilian town with the high number of business accept payments in Bitcoin in the country. In all places that accept Bitcoin, there is the single Bitcoin accept here. The name of the project is Bitcoin is here. And this month there will be an event in the town called the Welcome to Bitcoin Spring Festival. You can
Wow,
go.
that's nice. I'll go there.
And there is another project in Brazil called Bitcoin Beat in Jericoacoara. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Jericoacoara is the first city here in Brazil that adopted Bitcoin, and they have the goal to to the city work only on Bitcoin. It's nice this.
Yes. And finally, we will look at the CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency. Nowadays, Pix is the most popular payment method among Brazilians. But now the expectation is that the digital real once implemented should be accepted as quickly as the Pix. Real Digital will be a Brazilian digital currency from the Central Bank of Brazil. It is expected to launch of the population by the end of 2024, the next year. Pay attention, it's very important. Drex is not a stable coin. It's a virtual representation of real paper money, which means that is just a fiat currency in different representation. To conclude, we will touch on regulation. In Brazil, the crypto market regulation has sanctioned and published in December last year. But the regulations are still not clear, with some points that make it difficult for more capital to enter. So, this is my Instagram. Follow me there. I promise I speak better in Portuguese. Thank you, everyone.
Well, thank you, Yara. It was great. Don't worry. The first time speaking English
But I
is
try.
like this. Well, now I want to welcome Carrie Lang from Asia. Talking about Asia, she's in Singapore and is from Hong Kong. Hello, Kelly. Thank you for being here, and feel free to start your presentation.
Thank you, everyone, and good morning. Thank you, Rita, for having me. I'm going to share my presentation right now, and hopefully everyone can see it clearly. Today with everyone, a bit about what's going on with the state of crypto in Asia. So let's take a look at who are the leaders for crypto in Asia generally. The way we see it, Hong Kong and Singapore are definitely competing for first, and Japan definitely looking at an opportunity to runner up. Generally, the acceptance of crypto is very fragmented in Asia. Currently, the crypto law regulations are inconsistent across the different Asia countries. The regulatory framework also varies from countries to countries. As you can see, the Asia Pacific region is becoming a global hub for development and adoption of blockchain and cryptocurrency. So as you can see, Hong Kong and Singapore definitely are leading in terms of enabling the environment for digital asset businesses. And Japan is slowly following. Japan specifically, in February of 2023, the Japanese Financial Services Agency, the FSA, the country's top financial regulator, has urged the regulators globally to subject cryptocurrency exchanges to bank-level regulation. Other major Asian nations that have instituted some form of ban of cryptocurrency are namely China, India, Vietnam, and Nepal. Others like Indonesia and Cambodia, they have imposed restrictions on exchanges and crypto-related businesses. Right? Then moving on, in terms of winning the race, as we mentioned, Hong Kong and Singapore is definitely ahead of the game. Both Hong Kong and Singapore are similar in terms of the approach in maintaining very high regulatory standard, as in being very proactive in creating an enabling environment for these digital asset businesses. So as you can see, for example, in Hong Kong, they officially opened crypto trading to retail investors and upgraded the licenses of 2 exchanges, namely Hashkey and OSL. It also signals that the virtual assets are a recognized asset class with similar regulatory status as a traditional asset. And this will definitely boost investor confidence, making Hong Kong more attractive as a potential global virtual asset hub. Requirements, for example, to obtain a license include having a capital of at least 5 million Hong Kong dollars, which is approximately 638,000 US dollars, measures to combat money laundering, and the appointment of experienced managers. As you can see, furthermore, operators of virtual asset trading platforms who are prepared to comply with the FSC standards have been welcomed to apply for a license. For those who do not plan to do so, they are basically ordered to close the business in Hong Kong. So at the moment, there's over 80 companies that have expressed interest trying to apply for this license. And in terms of Singapore, you can see that there's a lot of great development in Singapore also. More meaningful is that one of the managing director of the Monetary Authority of Singapore has made it clear that they want Singapore to be one of the hub for digital assets and not just for speculating on crypto. Moving on, some additional interesting development and just general, I guess, bite-size takeaways. One is 36% of the cryptocurrency owners in APAC are actually female. And of course, millennials are the biggest group of crypto owners in APAC. If you look at just different pockets of the Asian countries, in Vietnam, the number of cryptocurrency owner has grown an impressive 65% year on year, followed by Taiwan, 43%, and Hong Kong by 40% in Q3 2021. I think being in Hong Kong, the interesting development is that Hong Kong just issued one of its first real estate fund security token issuance, an STO. And this token is called Prince and is aimed at professional investors with the project raising over 100 million Hong Kong dollars. Other notable points to look at is Japan. If you look at in terms of adoption, Japan has one of the highest rates of cryptocurrency ownership and usage in the world. So major retail chains and online platforms such as Recruit Lifestyle and Big Camera, they all accept cryptocurrency as a form of payment. And there are numerous crypto exchanges operating in the country, such as Bitflyer, CoinCheck, and Bank. And finally, the three countries that rank the highest for cryptocurrencies owners in Q3 2022 are Philippines, Thailand, and Indonesia. And this is also because they have one of the younger populations there. Finally, looking at elements that are affecting the state of crypto, here are some of the key ones. I would say regulations is definitely one of them. This is how government regulate cryptocurrency and has a major impact, especially on countries like China, South Korea, Vietnam, and India have taken different approaches to the regulations. Furthermore, the adoption of the actual cryptocurrencies, countries like Japan, Singapore, and Malaysia have seen higher retail adoption of crypto due to favorable regulations and interest from younger investors. Trading volume and exchanges is important because exchanges based in Asia, especially exchanges in Japan and Singapore, contribute significantly to global crypto trade volumes. This makes volatility in Asia market quite influential. Finally, we look at the demand for remittance. Cryptocurrencies are used for international money transfers between Asia and other regions by migrant workers and their families. And this provides an alternative to traditional remittance services also. Investments is a big one. Venture capital's investment in crypto and blockchain startups from Asian investment funds has risen sharply in the recent years. And also this drives innovation and business development. And finally, just the general digital native population in countries like China, Vietnam, and Indonesia tend to be more receptive to cryptocurrency versus the older generation. So in summary, government regulation, levels of adoption, trading activities, and the use cases around investment trends all impact the climate of crypto in Asia. Moving on, just to conclude, something fun. Some of you might be wondering, what are some of the fun projects or more interesting projects to invest in Asia? Most of you guys have heard of these ones. They're the bigger ones. They're also very popular in Asia. But, and to conclude, obviously, the last one highlighted in purple, that's Madworld, that's my project. We also have our own ERC20 token, and our project is simply one that is around curating global pop culture IP. And it's a platform that allows any IP and brand and artists to come on board and we help them digitize their creation and help them push it to the Web3 community. So this is an example, just to give you an idea. The branded digital passport that will be created through different artists and brands and the ability to push that into both Web2 and Web3 outlets. Thank you.
Well, Kelly,
Hello.
thank you for so many rich information. Love it, the way crypto is being adopted on Asia. Thank you. I know that you are very late there, and if you want to leave, it was an honor and a pleasure to have you here. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, and I hope everyone has a great time over in Brazil. And I'm heading off to another crypto event because we have 2049 here, token 2049 here in Singapore.
Okay, feel free. Thank you. Well, now I present Emna. She's in Dubai and we'll talk about crypto on Dubai and MENA.
Hi everyone, glad to be here. Let me just quickly reshare my slide. I realized I hadn't unmuted myself. So it's a pleasure to be here with you all. I'm excited to share the state of crypto in Dubai, UAE, where I'm currently based, and a glimpse of the MENA region as well. So let's get started. So there's huge potential in the MENA region. I'm sharing a geo map of what the MENA region is, so you get an idea. And there are a lot of countries, and by survey by chain analysis mentioned that MENA region is actually one of the fastest growing cryptocurrency industry in the world in terms of cryptocurrency transactions taking place. So 9.2% of all global transactions happening in the world from July 2021 to June 2022 were happening in the MENA region. And there are a number of reasons why the cryptocurrency and blockchain is so popular in the MENA region. So one reason is that in certain countries in the MENA region, such as Turkey, Morocco, and Egypt, they are facing currency devaluations. And although cryptocurrency has been known for its volatility, they still consider it safer to buy and invest in cryptocurrency as a way of savings the devaluation of their fiat currency. Another reason is that remittances are very popular. So the MENA region has a lot of expat community, and these expat communities send their money back and remittances back to their home country. So crypto and blockchain really help with remittances, and these countries also have actively involvement in them. For example, in UAE and Egypt, there is a crypto corridor for remittances because a huge population of Egyptians are located and live in UAE. Another reason is that while majority of the world is facing a declining population, in MENA region, 2/3 of the population is under the age of 30. And that means that these younger population, 500 million of them, are tech savvy. They're interested in trying out crypto. They're interested in trying out blockchain, and they're also interested to being customers of these crypto and virtual assets. Not only that, the region is very friendly. Majority of the governments are very proactively involved in enhancing the blockchain and crypto ecosystem in their countries. There's also majority of them have crypto-friendly regulation, not all of them, and we'll dive into that quickly as well. And because of all these reasons, there's a lot of attraction of VC activity. So that is why there is a lot of potential in MENA region for crypto and blockchain. Now, because blockchain is an integral part of crypto, I think it's important to tap into that as well, because this is where it started. So basically, it started with the Dubai blockchain strategy, which was launched in 2016 by the Crown Prince of Dubai, with the aim of creating Dubai as the first blockchain-powered city in the world by 2020. And the Dubai blockchain strategy was very visionary considering the time it was launched, and now that we realize how blockchain is embedded in all these different industries. It was basically built on 3 pillars. One is government efficiency, because the government wanted to use crypto and blockchain to enhance their efficiency, maybe cut operational costs, transparency, automation via smart contracts, industry creation. We've seen how crypto and blockchain is not just, it's overlapping in so many different industries, from supply chain to education to fintech. So Dubai wanted to create an industry hub of blockchain and crypto in Dubai, and they also wanted to be leaders in terms of adoption of blockchain technology. Similarly, UAE Emirates also adopted in 2018 the Emirates blockchain strategy, which wanted to convert by 2021 with 50% of all government transactions and activities into blockchain. And this was also based on 4 pillars, such as the happiness of citizens and residents, but because of the advantages that blockchain offers, such as transparency, enhanced security, etc., which also helps with government efficiency, automation via smart contracts, which also helps with creating advanced legislation via the transparency and security that is offered. And again, UAE wanted to be an international leader in blockchain technology. And this really helped the UAE move forward because by implementing the Emirates blockchain strategy, in per year, UAE has saved 11 billion AED or 3 billion US dollars, which can be used for better cases such as in the education sector. They have saved 398 million printed documents per annum and 77 million work hours annually. So these really helped. And not only that, now the UAE is made of 7 emirates, such as Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, Ras Al Khaimah. All these emirates have their own very crypto and blockchain pro-friendly initiatives and regulations to help with the crypto and blockchain adoption in their emirates. So for example, the capital of UAE, the Abu Dhabi, has the Abu Dhabi Global Markets, which is the ADGM and the Financial Services Regulatory Authority, which is the first jurisdiction in the whole world that was offering regulatory framework for virtual assets and crypto activities globally. And similarly, Ras Al Khaimah, another emirate in the UAE, is the first free zone dedicated exclusively to digital and virtual assets such as cryptocurrencies, etc., in the whole world. And we also have Dubai, which is also, because of their blockchain strategy, leading in this area. So for Dubai, the regulation is carried out by the Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority, which also happened to be the world's first independent regulator for virtual assets. Not only that, so if any entity wants to get license for crypto, for example, Binance has a VARA license, they go to them. And not only that, it is also one of the first crypto regulators which are based in the metaverse and the sandbox metaverse last year. Now, to attract more crypto blockchain friendly ventures, the Dubai International DIFC has issued an AI and Web3 license, which offers 90% subsidy on commercial license for Web3 blockchain crypto ventures, aiming to attract 600 new Web3 ventures in 2023 alone. And not only that, but 300 million US dollars in collective funds, and also create 3,000 plus jobs by 2028. And similarly, the Dubai Metaverse strategy was launched last year in 2022, which also aims to attract more than 1,000 companies in crypto, blockchain, and metaverse. So the ecosystem and the government in Dubai is very pro crypto and blockchain friendly. And the whole, not only just blockchain, they understand that in the future there will be a convergence of technologies such as artificial intelligence, metaverse, etc. So they're forming a strong foundation so that when they go into the future economy, there is leadership of Dubai in this arena. And traditionally, we have had negative connotation with blockchain, crypto, etc., with the sustainability efforts. However, UAE is also using blockchain and crypto in favor of climate change, to fight climate change by establishing the first national system for carbon credits using blockchain in honor of the Year of Sustainability 2023, as declared by the President of UAE, with COP28 taking place in November, December this year. With crypto in Saudi Arabia, crypto transaction, there's been a emphasis on fintech initially with regards to crypto. So first, in 2019, for example, the transaction between the Saudi British Bank and HSBC for trade transaction of shipment of homogenized aluminum billets from Bahrain to Saudi Arabia took place. And then in 2020, June, the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority deployed blockchain to deposit a part of the Saudi Riyal 50 billion liquidity package into the banking sector. Not only that, Saudi Arabia is also looking into cryptocurrencies, central bank digital currencies with SAMA, the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority, and Central Bank of UAE, which they have launched initially a few years back, called Project Abir. And it faced a lot of challenges, but it is progressing very, very nicely, and they're working on it, doing a lot of research on it. Similarly, Web3 and gaming, there is a huge overlap over there as well. Recently, the co-founder of Animoca brands, Yatsui, said that Saudi Arabia understands that blockchain, crypto, Web3 gaming all come together, metaverse, and they are very invested in that with the sandbox metaverse. And all of these embracing these basically come together under Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, in which they're embracing all these digital frontier technologies to create a new Saudi. You know, they're building a whole new region called NEOM, which basically stands for New Future of Saudi Arabia, and pivoting from their oil-rich economy to more tech-related and a new future. Bahrain is actually a very small country in the Middle East, but it is very powerful. It is economically doing very well, and its Economic Development Board endorsed blockchain in October 2017, approving 28 plus blockchain companies. And it has a lot of, licensed crypto exchanges such as Bitoasis, Rain, and all these homegrown crypto exchanges as well, and an established regulatory sandbox for fintech and blockchain growth. Not only that, in January 2022, Bahrain mentioned that with JP Morgan coin digital currency, they had successfully completed a pilot. And while that was completed in USD, it had potential of including other cryptocurrencies and scale. Now, we've been talking pro. I wanted to show you the other side as well. In Qatar, in December 2020, the Qatar Financial Center Regulatory Authority declared virtual assets are banned in the Qatar Financial Center, except for digital assets, which are token securities and financial instruments that are already under regulation with the Qatar QFCRA and the Central Bank of Qatar and the Qatar Financial Markets Authority. So while Bitcoin, etc., all these cryptos are banned, they still understand the power of blockchain, and they're looking into it. They've adopted a national blockchain blueprint in which they are using pilot projects as a way to understand how to implement them into the country's infrastructure and enhance innovation and creativity. And that's, I had to go so fast to make sure everything fits in 10 minutes, but that's the gist of it. And thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Amna. Amazing how planned your region is for the future, and start all the steps and so organized and strategic plans. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the information. And we welcome Analia. Thank you. And she'll be talking about crypto in Latin.
Thank you so much. First of all, I have to say that I'm really proud that I'm here with 4 more women that are side by side doing things for crypto, and this is really important because, as we all here know, this is a world that started more as a male world, and it's really nice to see different women being part of this as of today in different parts of the world as well. So I imagine that for many of you, or the ones that are there in Rio, the Latin America region, it's like more more well known than maybe the Asian one or the MENA one. But I wanted to share specific things that we are seeing in Latin America, considering Brazil, but also considering the rest of the countries. And even that we have different cultures and different trends, it's important to see that some of them are the same in the countries. So the first thing that I want to share with you was that yesterday, Chainalysis launched their new index on crypto adoption globally, and we can continue to see Brazil, Argentina, and Mexico in the top 20. And this is key, of course, because they are the countries that have more population. Brazil is leading the way for many things that Yara already shared with us. Drex is something really important. PIX is something really important that is also enabling the use of crypto in the local market, and the regulation, of course, that is going on as well. But we also see other 4 countries in Latin America in the top 50. And this is key. Even that Latin America is not leading the way on crypto, we see that the adoption is growing and growing every year. And the use cases that we are seeing in Latin America, they're not different from the ones that Emna and Kelly shared. I mean, we have the same trends, or maybe some of the same conditions in different regions that are showing a way on how crypto is used. But first of all, I wanted to start sharing why are we seeing this specific trend in Latin America. And we have identified 3 things that are part of this trend of the adoption that is increasing. First of all, as we all know, we live in countries that have inflation, have devaluation, and what the users are doing, what the citizens are doing as of today, they are trading. Of course, they're trading, but they're also using crypto in a way to protect themselves from the inflation and from the devaluation, because they earn their salary and they moved it to crypto, and the salary stays there and it doesn't lose the value. This is something that we are seeing as a key trend, mostly in Argentina, of course, in Colombia as well. The second thing that we are seeing as a key trend in general is that many citizens are using crypto for remittances and international payments. This is something that's really relevant more in the north of Latin America, like Mexico, Colombia, Venezuela. There are countries that are used to, they have many people living in the US, and they use the US, Mexico, US, Colombia, or US, Venezuela corridor to send their money through crypto. That is easier and it's cheaper. And it's a way they are also converting their money so they can send it abroad. And the third thing, and this is something that started last year and we are seeing it growing, is that this is not only a trend for final users. This is not just an Alia or Emna or Rita doing this as a person. We are seeing companies also developing solutions with technology, with crypto, with blockchain embedded, so they can offer crypto services to their clients, to their end clients. So we are seeing a lot of B2B companies using the services of crypto for them to be able to offer that to their clients. And I wanted to give you some examples of that we are seeing across the region. That in Argentina, that is the country that we can see has the more a big inflation. We have, for example, a solution that everyone in Argentina can pay with crypto using a QR code. In Argentina, QR, just for to give you an example, is the same thing that PIX in Brazil. So you can use QR to pay anything in everywhere, like in a, I don't know, supermarket, restaurant, wherever you want, you can go and pay with a QR. What they are doing now is they are also using those QRs paid with crypto. So what happens there? A person like earns their salary at the end of the month, they convert the entire salary or part of the salary to crypto, and they don't need to convert that back to Argentinian pesos because we can use it and pay services with that. And this is a trend that is also increasing the use of stablecoins because they can turn that to USD dollars or digital dollars that we call it, or euro digital or digital euro. And they can also don't lose the value of their money. This is something that is happening a lot in Argentina. The second one I already talked to you about, but just for you to have an idea, this is only in Bitso, the second one. $3.3 billion were used last year for remittances between Mexico and the US, only with Bitso. I cannot say how much was processed in the different exchanges, but it's a trend that is only growing. And this is what I was talking about regarding the international payments that we are seeing as a key trend in the market. And the last one, as I mentioned before, we have a growing interest of companies for them to use crypto on embedded services. So, for example, Despegar has alliances with different exchanges in Latin America, so they can buy things with crypto or change their points to crypto in the wallets. UTED is a university that, for example, allows the students for them to pay the courses in crypto. So they have that enabled. Vivala, same thing, but for tourism. This is a company in Brazil that manages trips, and you can pay the trips with crypto as well. Adding Capital, it's an investment fund that funds different startups and different entrepreneurs in Latin America, and they now are enabling for the investors to invest in crypto as well. So as we can see, and something that is really relevant in Latin America, it's not that we are not using crypto just for trading. We are using it for trading, for sure. People are doing that to gain money, to earn money, to save, to invest. But we are also seeing different things that allow us to also start to create different services that are relevant for the population. But okay, if we have that, the world would be perfect. You know, we are using crypto for everything. But where are we now, and where do we need to focus on so this can grow exponentially? So we actually see that the issue that we have here, or the opportunity that we have in Latin America, is building trust. As you can see, as Emna also shared that, in the past year, we had a lot of situations with crypto that really broke the trust of people on using crypto. So there are three things that are important for us to continue with this trend in Latin America. The first one is education. As of today, many of the people that use crypto, they really know and understand crypto, because if they don't take the risk to go farther. So it's important for all of us, these forums like Blockchain Rio and media and us as leaders in the industry, to talk more and to help people understand more, so that the access to the crypto services are equal for everyone, not just for the ones that understand crypto as of today. The second one is security. As we know, there are many things that are associated to crypto as of today, like scams, like pyramids, scams specifically. And the same thing that happens to the financial world is also happening to the crypto world. So it's really important for us to see and seek for solutions, technology solutions that can help the people be safer when they invest in crypto. And last but not least, I will say regulation. Regulation is something that it's giving the framework for the citizens, for the society to understand that we have something that we can move forward, and it's aligned with the government. And this is really important because we have like a seal, you know, when we have a regulation, it's like we have the seal, someone that says, this is good, move forward. And this is in Latin America, it's something that Brazil is leading. I mean, Brazil is the one that is already approved the regulation for crypto. But for example, in Mexico, we have the fintech law that allows crypto companies to work in Mexico. We had conversations on regulation in Colombia, in Chile, about a fintech law as well. So regulation is something that will also enable the progress of crypto in Latin America, because we trust that if we have a framework, we are able to go better. That was it. I wanted to go fast. I wanted to have like a quick view of what is happening in Latin America. Of course, Yara already talked a lot about Brazil, and Brazil is included in the data that we have here, but it was a pleasure to share some of my points in the presentation. Thank you, Rita.
Oh, thank you, Analia. It was our pleasure. Thank you for the great presentation. Well, I want to thank you all again. It was a great speech and a great panel with a lot of amazing information, and we get very glad that crypto is being adopted around the world with this strength. And well, thank you very much. Thank you all for being here. And well, anything you need, we can call us, and we will help you with anything. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.